an energetic process protocol to assist you in exploring how the emotions stored in your tissue, in the body, are gems. It's like this fuel that you could perceive in a very different way, because a lot of the times, anytime we have an emotion that might feel uncomfortable, we might shame ourselves, we might suppress that emotion, we might judge it. So if we have fear, we could judge the fear. If we have anger, we could judge the anger. We could shame ourselves, thinking that we should be more evolved, that we shouldn't have these emotions. But play with the idea that the body is holding these emotions in the tissue, in the organs, in the core, and the body could connect with those emotions from a different perspective and use it in a really powerful way for its evolution, its transformation, and to change its vibration and its consciousness. We invite you to take a deep breath in. For you, soul rider, to pull your energy and awareness into your divine line. To use the exhale to ground and anchor into that inner river on the front of the spine, recognizing that you are not the body. The body has its own consciousness. And then you, soul rider, at the level of your higher self, just imagine and intend sitting across from your body, Diva Nature Spirit, in another dimension, creating a safe space for your body to explore emotions from a different perspective. And then very compassionately say to your body, body, you have lots of emotions that you might be aware of, that you might not be aware of, that you might be holding in your tissue, in your organs, in your glands, in your joints, in the muscle fibers. Body, there's all of these emotions that you're holding in your core, in your being. And you're just there's no judgment on it. It's just acknowledging the body is holding all these emotions. And body, what would it feel like to look at emotions the way an animal looks at emotions? Because you are part of the nature kingdom, so there's a part of you, big part of you that's just animal. And body, let's explore the idea that, like a horse, when it loses one of its herd, it's in a process of release, and the energy is moving in a very particular direction. And in the human context, we call that grief and sadness and loss. But what if you just started connecting your emotions with a direction, a movement? And that doesn't mean we don't name the emotion, but what if we first named the direction of the emotion, energy, and motion? And so body, using your higher self, your energetic fields, your conscious intent, feel all of the emotions that you're holding inside you, in your tissues, in your organs, in your meridians, in your glands, and in an appropriate dimension. What would it feel like to just start letting those emotions move in the direction they're meant to? And you don't have to consciously know every single direction. Energetically, body, you know the directions. And then you're wanting to encourage your body to like be in this swirling of like, oh, I'm just riding the waves, riding the waves, riding the waves up, in, out, releasing, riding the waves, riding the waves. And you might even say, body, ride the waves in the direction that they're moving, multiple directions. And then there's like this movement that starts to happen. And then the body starts to feel into all of these emotions held in the cells and the tissues. And looking at it more like, oh, that's just energy that could move in a direction. So if we have anger in the liver, body, well, what would happen if you just looked at anger in the liver, and what's the direction that anger wants to move? Oh, up. Oh, okay. All right. Or out. Okay. Move it in the direction it wants to go. And then the body might even feel like a wave of relief of we're just taking these emotions and we're moving them in the direction they want to go, because when we move a wave of energy in the direction it wants to go, it creates a vibrational transformation in the divine cosmic loop of the body, in the energetic fields, in the cellular tissue. Different consciousness starts to bloom because we moved the fuel in the direction it wanted to go. And so begin holding that container for your body. Every time you feel an emotion, witness an emotion that your body's having. Every time your body feels that emotion, move this emotion in the direction it wants to go. And you might even write that down. Move this emotion in the direction it wants to go. Body, use your higher self, your energetic fields, to move the emotion in the direction it wants to go. And it's not about the outer world or what they did to you or what you are getting or not getting. Body, you're just having an emotion around the situation. It has nothing to do with the situation. Move this emotion, energy in motion, in the direction it wants to go. It's meant to go to help you in your evolution. And then we take all the judgment off of emotion. It's just direction, a wave moving in a direction. Oh. As you journey and find new paths, new streams,